Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £200 of 10p's we're going to be hunting through, ideally looking for some alphabet 10p's, but we'll take a territory coin, a foreign coin, something that shouldn't be in there if we can't find an alphabet 10p because they're low minted and hard to find. Realistically, we'd love to get ourselves some alphabet 10p's from 2019. So far we've got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L and M, N, O, P, R, T, U, V, W and X. So we are 5 coins from finishing this book. I've never completed the 2019 book and I've been going since 2019, so it goes to show how difficult they are to get your hands on. Because they're so low minted, we've started another 2018 book. This is my third 2018 book. All we need for this, to complete this book, is the R. Oh my goodness, what a start. Okay. All we need to complete this book are the letters D, J and R, and then that is complete. So, let's get into these bags and see what we find today. Okay then, whilst the coin hunt is ongoing, I'm going to be answering or responding to some recent comments left on my videos. If you get a random love and like from me but no reply, I've probably taken a screenshot of it and we'll use it in one of these future 10p Q&A videos. To get a question to me, just leave a comment on a recent video and I might just pick it. Oh, and as of uploading this video, I'm going to be at the Royal Mint Experience tomorrow, Sunday the 14th. I've got a 1 o'clock tour. If you want to come along and say hi, feel free to. I'm probably not going to be there for a while because if the dates are as they were originally announced, it's not going to change again until November. So yeah, it would be great to see some subscribers down there if you can make it. We start with Joe Blogs Y7H says, I have one of them. If it's worth £3,000, if you give me £2,000 for it, and you can have it and so you can score £1,000. Oh, there we go. So clever person can't read a title of a video. I used to get this a lot, and it's not something that happens quite often anymore, but this was my £1 coin hunt where I looked through £3,000 worth of pound coins to find my first B pound coins. Probably in their algorithm again because more Bs have come out. And yes, I'm working on a new £1 coin hunt. I think I am about 4 weeks into it, so I think it's either going to be next week or the week after that video releases, and you can see whether I found any of the new 2025 B pound coins. But yes, in the titles of all my videos I put the title is what value of coins I've hunted through. So today's video will be £200 of 10p that I've hunted through because I've got £200 of 10p's that I'm looking through. Not that difficult. Okay, Humdinger Music, I like that, that's a cool name. Well, that was fun to watch and listen to. Thank you, Christopher. And a rotation error on a 5p. How does that even happen? I'm glad you enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed finding that coin because it's something I've been looking for a long time now. So rotation errors occur because if you think about a coin starts off as a blank, a little disc of metal, then you have the head side at the bottom and the tail side at the top, obverse and reverse, that come together and strike that coin, imparting the design onto it. If one of the die is at a wrong angle, I don't know. I don't know if it slips loose part way through or it just gets installed at the incorrect angle. When it strikes, the design don't match up in the way that they should. So that's how it happens. And I guess whoever is in charge of checking that batch hasn't checked well enough to notice the rotation error. So that is how it happens, and they're quite exciting to find. It was my first 5p rotation error. I think my first rotation error on a coin that's not a £2 coin potentially. I'm saying these things as if I can remember it, but I think that might be the case. It might not be though. Oh, it's a little bit grubby, but it's P for postbox. 2018. Amazing stuff. Okay, Paul Corley says, great guest, you should have him back again in the future. I think that was Callie from Caledonian Coins that was on my most recent Unhuntables videos. I'm quite liking being able to draw on some of my other friends and coin tubers to take part in the Unhuntables, and like I've said in those videos, if you make videos or if you consume other people's coin tubing videos, then give me some recommendations of who you want to see or if you want to be on it, and you make coin videos, do get into contact with me, because it's great fun having a different opinion to have a chat to. Next comment from Kenneth Adam Everson. Either. I apologise if I got it wrong. Great to see another coin tuber. It's taken me a week to find 3 for my date runs. Did you check the ones you open for the rotation/die faults? So that's the 20p unhuntables I did with Callie. Again, glad that you enjoyed seeing Callie on it. The 20p's I checked through maybe just over a third of them, if I had to guess. I didn't check every single bag. I was just having a flick through to see, because initially when they were on my desk I thought there was after I opened the first bag and realised, oh, that's a sealed bag of brand new 20p's. I thought it looked like some of the other bags, it was a mixture of the new ones and ones that had already been in circulation, but they all ended up being an entire sealed bags of brand new coins from the mint. So I didn't check them all. I thought I'd check enough that I could sort of get a sample of what's in there. So yes, I didn't check through them all, no, but I had a good look at a whole bunch of them, and they were quite interesting. Ricky Rick says, please do, all capitals, please do a video on coin apps. It's not the first time that's been requested of me. The challenge I've got is that I don't really use coin apps. I used Coinoscope is probably the app I used the most, but Google image search by taking a picture of something, I find works better than Coinoscope. Being able to take a picture of a coin and then ask a follow-up question in the search and getting an answer. You can't always trust the AI answer, but sometimes it'll give you a steer in the right direction. But other than that, My British Coins, whatever it's called, it's an app you can use to log your coins on, but that's not what I use it for. I use it as a quick reference for checking mintage figures on things, because I can't retain mintage figures in my head because my brain doesn't work like that. But outside of that, I don't use any apps for coins. And the ones that I have seen advertised when I'm doom scrolling on TikTok or doom scrolling on social media, they just look rubbish. So I don't know where to start. I don't use any. If you've got any recommendations in the comments, then let me know. Ryan Davis says, maybe wearing white cotton gloves would be better than having to scrub crud off your fingers after. Also, we'd be able to see how much comes off. I just have to wash the gloves though, wouldn't I? And washing the gloves is a more involved process than washing my hands. I can wash my hands between coin hunts. I would either need, I don't know, 7 pairs of gloves to wear for 7 videos, then put them all through the wash, and then we all know what washing machines are like. They eat socks, so I'm guaranteeing they will eat gloves. It's the coins are dirty, don't get me wrong. I don't want to put coins in my mouth. I don't want to hunt through some coins and then eat a sandwich with my gross coin hands. But it's not like they're radioactive. It's not like you're gonna keel over after you've touched too many coins. So yes, I do think it's the end of the world. I know my hands get a bit dirty, but the gloves would get dirty, the towel gets dirty. The towel needs replacing, actually. Well, I'll get around to it, don't worry about it. So yes, I'm not going to change that, I'm afraid. Kyle Cree says, hey Christopher, what would you do if you found every commemorative £2 coin except the 4 Commonwealth Games? Would you do the mega hunt or just start another book? Happy hunting. So yes, my £2 coin hunt, I've got maybe 4 coins plus 4 Commonwealth Games to go to complete that book, which feels like we've got very far very quickly, but obviously the scarce one's going to take longer and longer and longer to find. When I decide to draw a line under a book and start a new one, so like in the 50p's we found everything apart from a Kew Gardens, it was time to start a new book. I did the mega hunt at the end. I like doing a mega hunt to sort of wrap it all off. It's a nice big excessive amount of coins to hunt through in order to have one final attempt at getting that really rare coin. Hasn't worked out yet, but there we go. But I guess it's a case of what is the breaking point of a book. Is it, so with the 50p's it's the Kew Gardens as far as I'm concerned. So that is the rarest one. I did find one last year, but that was my first in 3 years. I could have spent 3 years trying to fill that book, needing that Kew Garden. So yeah, that's the breaking point. With the £2 coins, for me the breaking point is just the Northern Ireland Commonwealth Games. I think the other 3 Commonwealth Games I should be able to find. and I have found, even in the last book that took me a year to get to the point where we were at the breaking point, I had found multiples of the other Commonwealth games. So I feel like within 12 months I should find 3 of them. Whether I find that 4th one is another question. Obviously it's all just luck and probability, so who knows. But yes, I think I would carry on going until at least just the Northern Ireland is left, because the problem is, if I draw a land on the book and we start a new book, I'm just going to get stuck on the same coins again. So yeah, it's just a muddle. So yeah, that's my thought process at least. Oh, number 2. If this is a 2019 dated one, I think this is a new one for the book. Oh, it's 2018. Oh well, still very, very nice. Okay, we're going to wrap up with one more comment from Alex Cowron. Says, they do still survive out in the wilderness, the elusive Kew Gardens. A friend had one paid in last week. So there we go. I really encourage when people have these, your star finds. Obviously you're sat there watching me and telling me what you think the star find is. If you've had a star find, then I always encourage you to let me know as well, because it's great to hear this, that there are people finding things like Kew Gardens, finding some of the rarer Olympics, finding those Commonwealth Games £2 coins or the alphabet 10p's. It reassures me that if I did have a bit of a dry streak, or I wasn't finding an awful lot, but it just reassures me that they are still out there. I've just got unlucky. I've just got to keep trying again, and eventually that luck will return. I'll find those exciting coins. But then it's everyone else in the comments that moans and groans, oh, there are no rare coins out in circulation because they're all in your collection. Well, obviously not, because this person's friend found a Kew Gardens 50p. So they are out there. It's I would argue it's more bone idleness, maybe. I can't be bothered to hunt, so I'm just going to yell at Christopher because he does coin hunts. So yes, I think it encourages me, it encourages other collectors if we are sharing the exciting coins that are being found out in circulation. And again, it's just reassurance that it's worthwhile doing. As I've said many times, the only way you'll guarantee that you won't find that coin you really want is if you give up looking for it. So keep looking, never give up, never surrender. Okay, enough said, let's get back to the coin and see what I found. Well, there we have it, our finds for today's video. One from Guernsey, 2012 dated, very nice. This one is just a normal UK definitive, but can you spot what's on with it? How close can we get? Can you spot what's on with it? I don't think it's quite apparent until we sort of start turning it. Can you see it now? That great big blob in the Queen's hair. So that is a raised blob, which means that there's been some damage to the die which is used to strike the coin. And instead of having the design as it should be, the metal has just sort of filled that void. So there we go. Not hugely valuable, but an interesting oddity that's going into my little oddities box. But 2 alphabet 10p's, unfortunately, both ones we already have in the book. And what was I going to say? Both we don't need for the book, but anyway, I don't know what I was going to say. There was 2 points, and I remember what one of them. I can't remember what the second one was. So nothing new for the book, but we won't grumble because just finding 1 is amazing. To find 2 is pretty extraordinary. So very, very happy. And the P one, I quite like the 2018 P, because that is the first alphabet 10p I ever found in a 10p coin hunt. So every time I see it, I am reminded of that moment of finding my first one, which is very, very exciting. Well, anyhow, that's all we've got for today's hunt. Very good result. If you also have been lucky and you have found an alphabet 10p, you're part of the alphabet club like I am, then let me know in the comments what letter you found and where you found it. There's also links in the description of this video across to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to come and join me and other coin collectors over there. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO box address if you'd like to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job, so please check them out too. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.